So you've configured SimplyFi to allow for time and expense billing. As we mentioned in part 1 of this video, SimplyFi has the ability to generate invoices against both your time logs captured in Gemini as well as your expenses or project costs. This can be done either automatically via a recurring invoice or manually from either the items grid under your project or the time billing report under the reports section of the main menu. Firstly, let's demonstrate invoicing from the items grid. Select the appropriate project you'd like to invoice items against and click on the Items tab to load the items grid. SimplyFi adds a number of columns to this grid which can be pulled in from the Customize link on the bottom right. Save this change and the items grid will reload with the appropriate money columns in the position you selected them in. Here you can quickly see where there is billing due from either the unbilled time column as well as the potential column. Select the items you'd like to invoice against and click the invoice link on the bottom of the grid. You'll note a pop-up window loads with the line item details as calculated by SimplyFi displaying. At the top of this pop-up window you'll see a drop-down box. This will contain all of your pending invoices so that the new line items can be added to either a new invoice or to one of your existing pending invoices. Moving on to the line items themselves. The indicator image on the far left shows whether this is a time-based bill, an expense-based bill, or an ad hoc, which is neither time nor expenses bill. SimplyFi has automatically set the appropriate rate and quantity and has pre-filled the description fields based on the general settings we discussed in part 1 of this video. Changing the rates or what to invoice fields will reset the quantity and price accordingly. The track against field indicates which Gemini item this line item total would be tracked against for billing purposes. Once you're happy with what you're going to invoice your customer, click on Save to move to the invoice details page. Here you can set the appropriate dates, customer and contact info and templates, etc. Please watch the Creating Your First Invoice video for more information on these fields. Click on Save or Issue to Customer to create the final invoice. Now let's follow the same process but from the time billing report. Click on the time billing report under the Reports section of the Finance menu, choose the appropriate project groups and or projects you want to examine and select the work items you'd like to bill against. And that's it for part 2. In part 3 we'll cover automated time and expense billing through recurring invoices.